Sanchita Karma. All the karmas, sum total of all karmas. Sum total of all karmas. Sum total of all karmas that you have accumulated in this lifetime and the life before, if there is a life before. Together, put it in a sanji, in a bag. It's a burden bag. And this is Sanchita Karma. All unfinished karmas that a person has accumulated in this life. That is not, they have not said it, I am saying like this. All those karmas you have accumulated over many lifetimes and not done it fully are part of the Sanchita Karma, which is kept in a box, in a bag. This is your burden. So it is a burden of your karma. Sanchita Karma is your burden. This is the burden of your karma, sum total of all karmas. I'm coming. This is the burden of karma. Everything. Through lifetimes, as they believe in the different lives. Everything is there. And of which certain karmas on which you have a preference to fix it very quickly. A lot there. And in which, as you are so much attached to certain things, and that you have to fix it. An urgency is there for you to fix it. And those urgent karmas, according to the individual, as he feels, is put into a box, another box. There is an idea called Karmasaya, like Amashaya. That's Karmasaya. So Karmasaya is a bag from the sum total of the Sanchita Karma, accumulated karma, the karmas of which you have an immediate feeling to fix it, will be put in a bag, and that bag is called Karmasaya. And the karmas which are there in the Karmasaya, which is the cause of this particular life, is called the Prarabdha Karma. Your Prarabdha. You are born out of your Prarabdha. Called Prarabdha Karma. So, all the accumulated karmas together called Sanchita Karma. The burden of karma, of which certain karmas of which you have certain bond, that you have an immediate feeling to fix it. And you couldn't do it in the last time. And so you are born with those karma as priority karmas. Those priority karmas are there in this box of Karmasaya. And that is called the Prarabdha Karma. So it is believed that everybody is born to undo the Prarabdha. Prarabdha is burden of karma. Until and unless a person does it, he will not feel comfortable at all. He is bonded in the karmas. The bondage comes from there. Sanchita Karma, Prarabdha Karma. There is another term, Kriyamana Karma. And these are the karmas that you are doing in this life. Prarabdha karmas are karmas you are born with as your burden, and you are trying to fix it, finish it off. Then you do something in this life which may not have connections with that, but you are originating something. When we are in this, we are not aware what is our prarabdha, but we are doing something and we are accumulating karmas. The karmas that you are doing in this life is the Kriyamana Karma, which is not the Prarabdha Karma. Apart from Prarabdha Karma, all those things which you are doing is the Kriyamana Karma. Clear aanallo? And in this life, പലതും നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുമല്ലോ. We originate certain karmas in this life. Wait. The Prarabdha Karma you are born with and you have to do, no other choice. But as you are doing it, you also involve with new things and you start to create new things. Which is ആർജിതം അല്ല, ആർജിതമൊക്കെ ഇതിൻ്റെ കൂടെ അത് വേറൊരു കാറ്റഗറിയാണ്. In this life, you are starting something new. It is not part of what you have accumulated. For example, you are going through the street. You are going on to do something. On the way, you happen to see something. And that something attracts you. And you don't know whether it is Prarabdha Karma or it is something which is you are going to start. Some interesting thing comes on the way. You can stay there and start to do that karma. You are going somewhere, on the way something came which you have not thought of. It is not part of your acquired karmas, but something new happening on the way and you get involved in that and you do it. You create a new karma. And maybe
how do you know what your Prarabdha karmas are?
There are possibilities. We'll come there. Yeah, that is identification of Prarabdha that I will come to. So, this is Kriyamana Karma. So, Sanchita Karma, you know, Sanchita Karma is sum total of all the karmas that you accumulated, of which certain karmas you have a feeling to make it happen now. Urgency is there. There are, in our life, when you look, some urgency comes. You see somebody, maybe a girl or a boy, and then you feel, very nice. And how do you feel this? There is some signs which you are holding inside yourself, which sync with this person. Maybe in appearance, maybe in behavior, and then you get a little attraction. And maybe something which is starting now, or maybe it could be something which has started already. And then how to identify. And then if it is something starting now, it will not have that force because it's not part of the karma which you have to, you were born with and you are going to do. It's something new things are happening. Then maybe by 2 days, if you don't get any possibility to meet or something like it will go. It will not hurt you. It will not affect you. Whereas if it was Prarabdha Karma, it is already, the roots are there, very deeply planted inside, and then something is happening on the way, and then you will be forced to jump into it. However you try to stop it, you cannot stop it. Your family is saying, no, this is not good, this is not the person, because they are not having the good background or something like, and he is a criminal. But for the person, very blind. Whoever say, whatever they say, doesn't affect the person at all. You go ahead until you make it happen. So the push that you feel inside, for that, to get it clarified for your sake, when a thought is coming like this, a push is coming. You are meeting somebody, a push is coming. Then you are looking at the push and you are staying there. Then the push comes for 2-3 days. You are not going to do anything, you are watching. And when it is growing and growing, and then there will come a time that you cannot sit, you will be pushed to go and make a phone call. Go beyond your control. And then you make a small, simple phone call. That's all, just to know something. I do it. And then something comes back, and then you get more stimulant. And then you try to actually think about it, and normally we think whether it is good or not in the usual plan. But in this case, you have no doubt this is what I should do. The whole society object you, but you go there and you make it happen. And then maybe you establish a family, you live together, maybe after some time, it is not working anymore because the karma is done away with. That's all what is there. And that is done, and then you separate and you go. Or you suffer and stay inside. Why should a person suffer and stay? And they separate and go. In olden times, not possible. And throughout the life, if that disconnection is not coming, it will be a pain. So the karma continues. You separated, but the karma continues because it stays. It creates a big mark inside, and you go on justifying your action, but it will not go. It will be live there. That means it is a karma which you sidetracked. Because of the severity of the nature of the relationship, you don't want to continue, but deep inside the karma is not finished. So the conflict and the troubles followed by that will continue. That is what happened. What is your question? Mostly it happens like that. So, അത് കർമാശയത്തിലാണ് ഇതെല്ലാം കിടക്കുന്നത്. സഞ്ചിതം കർമാശയത്തിലാണ്. ആ കർമാശയം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ it is the burden of karma. All the karmas that you have accumulated, put together in a big bag, and that is Sanchi. That is the Sanchita karma. From the Sanchita karma, there are certain karmas of which you have a hook and a bond that you wanted to do it now. Urgency is there, and those urgent things are put into a particular box, and that box, everything that is there, karmic thing which is there, it put in a karmic box, and that is the karmasaya. And like things which are having an immediate feeling to fix it, which is there in the karmasaya, are considered as the Prarabdha. You are born with that Prarabdha. That is an idea. If you believe in incarnation, those people who are not believing in incarnation, they cannot hold this idea. Because we have no proof. But it's a belief. But then for those people, you can take in a different way that whatever you have created in this life, maybe early times of your life, early days of your life, or some very big bond that you have established, and that is staying in your mind, and that needs to continue. Or maybe liking for a house or a particular area or some people or some animal or some particular behavior of certain people. We like certain things, and all these likings put together is working in your mind, and you are creating an ideal person inside you, and then you project this ideal on someone who you see, and then you feel, this is my woman, this is my man. Then we usually don't verify it. It's a confirmation that you take. And then you can have the theory to support you. Oh, it's my karma. We were soulmates in the last life. For 6 months. Then it will be shown whether it is soulmate or it is double mate. It will come slowly. So this is an interpretation. You take this idea and you interpret it in a way that what you are going to do is actually the right thing. And you talk to your close people, family, and this is my soulmate, I am 100% sure. So what can they say? Okay, go on. But without verifying, because to substantiate your standpoint, you interpret it in that way. Normally we do this. And not verifying whether it is such a deep-rooted thing or whether just a passing fancy that is triggering you. That needs to be explored. How can you explore? This is the answer to your question. And a thought is coming. Some idea of maybe making a bond, a karma with someone. And you are not going to jump. You are, whenever it comes, you watch. You are not jumping. You are just watching what is coming inside. So it comes, some thoughts about, if it is a person, thoughts about the person. If it is house, thought about the house. And it goes on coming and coming. Then you go on watching without supporting it. You remain as a witness without supporting that idea. You just watch. Then it disintegrates and it goes. It may not come for 3 days or 4 days. And then suddenly on the 5th day, this thought comes with double force. You are not going to rectify it, but you are continuing to observe. And you continuously, you do it for a little longer time before you jumping into it. Then if it is not the accumulated karma which you have kept in your box as the prarabdha, it will fade away. And if it is not fading and it is coming and getting more and more support from within, that there will come a time that you cannot simply stay and watch. If you simply stay and watch, it makes you restless. It takes away your peace of mind. You become really sick. And you cannot obey anybody. You become a little outcast in your behavior because you cannot be in that society. And it really pushes you. And then finally you understand that this is something which I have to do. And that is the test. Usually it is not like that. When something comes, you interpret that this is my karma, and you jump into it. Then you make mistakes, and then you start to suffer, and you started to reevaluate your actions. And if you feel any prick of conscience, certainly it goes into your prarabdha. It continues like this. Then there is